Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see what I got for you right now. If you like those cars that you're not sure if they're a minivan or they're mm, an SUV, you're just confused because it looks like a bit of both, but you're not really familiar with the car itself, so you're not really sure how to judge it. I understand you because this is my feeling today with this car. But let's give it a proper presentation. What I have for you right now, it's a 143 scale 2011 Toyota Avanza. Now, before anything, if this car starts rolling away from its base, don't be surprised. It has a spirit in it that makes it move. It's just a little, it likes to roll around a little bit. I noticed already. But you know what? I'm not gonna screw it to the base. I'm not gonna go crazy with it. And I hope you understand. But as long as it stays still for at least the video that we're doing, I'm gonna be extremely happy with it. So I'm gonna try to do my best and let's talk about this nice looking, really confusing car for me. And I'll tell you why. But before we do that, let's talk about the car a little more. This is a 2011, so it's the second generation of the Avanza. This car was sold between 2011 till 2023. It's also called Daihatsu Senia or Senia, and I see this also called they're also called Toyota Transmover, and that's only its fleet only. I guess there's like a fleet only version of this car, and they call them Toyota Transmover. Okay, now this is considered a mini MPV. I gotta tell you the truth, I wasn't sure because I said this car is a little bit of both. It does give me a little bit of SUV too. I'm not sure if I'm wrong, if it was supposed to, like that was the idea behind it also, to make sure it gives you a little bit of both worlds, but not fully sure. I'm noticing that this car was more built for the Asian market, maybe for the example, this car is only built in Indonesia. So starting from there, I can see the track. This is not a car built in Japan, so I'm not even fully sure if it was sold in Japan. But we'll get to that in a minute. Let's talk about the engines real quick. There's a 989 cc's. There is also the 989 is only for the Hatsu. Now there's 1.3 four cylinder, also a 1.5 four cylinder, and it's a one. And yep, those are the engines that were available in this car. Transmissions, you had a 5 speed manual or you had a 4 speed automatic. Those were the two options for this vehicle. It says here the second generation Avanza was launched in November 9th, 2011 in Indonesia. According to Toyota's South African division, the second generation Avanza has been made approximately 44 pounds lighter. So I guess it was a little heavy before. And they want to make sure, obviously, not only that, having a small engine, you can make these vehicles very, very heavy because then it won't go nowhere. But okay, markets, I see this car was sold. Let's see, Indonesia. I'm trying to see information, but there's not much of info. Where these cars were, they were built in Indonesia. Okay, also in Malaysia, they were sold in the Philippines, in Singapore, in Thailand. At least those are the infos that I'm having. I'm sure also in South Africa, since they provided that information. And they did get a facelift. They got two facelift. One in 2016 and a second one in 2000. Let's see. 2019, that's the second. But this one here is the 2011 model. All right, everyone. I'm gonna let it go around a few times. Oh, before I forget, you probably noticed is a diecast model. All right. Not sure about the name of the brand that made this diecast. It's not a very familiar one, but I'll put it in the title. All right, everyone. Like I said, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. My phone started ringing. All right, now that we got interrupted with my phone, how dare you phone interrupt our peace? Let's continue. One thing I wanted to say about this car, I have never seen them in person. And there's my bell now, and everybody wants to make noise now. Why not? Welcome, everyone. Let's make some noise. Everyone wants to participate today in the Toyota Avanza video. I guess you're popular, Toyota Avanza. Not in my world because I never seen you before. I wonder how popular you were in whatever countries, like I mentioned, the countries that you were sold, mostly in Asia, from what I noticed, and probably in South Africa. But again, I wonder how reliable were they? If you're watching and you're familiar with these cars, were they reliable? Are they still around? Was the Toyota more popular than Daihatsu or vice versa? Because in some countries, I know Daihatsu is very strong, even though we know Daihatsu has really like lost traction in many countries. Hopefully, it's not a brand that will go, but I know in Japan they're still running strong, but in many parts of the world they have left the markets, so that's not a really good sign. A sign. But going back to this car, so yeah, let me know. Have you seen this car before in person? Were they reliable? What do you guys think about it? Do you like it? Do you think it should have been sold in your country? All right. Don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I post more videos. Thank you and stay safe. Goodbye.